Yeah. Okay. Obviously, not how we wanted our season to end, but kind of follow a lot of the same themes that we've struggled with all year. Obviously to be up 3 after the first, but we had that scoring drought that continues to plague us. To end the first and then for a good portion of the second, because we played them, even in the second half. And, we wouldn't have thrown in, some of those pressure situations had the score been a little bit different. So again, that scoring drought that, again, went along with them having a great scoring quarter, kind of put us in a hole that was hard for us to climb out of. Credit to Mount and, their leaders. We kind of played the percentages, and their last 5 games, they haven't shot the 3 all that well. And actually the person who shot it the best was Tomasetti, and she was 1 for 5. So, those kids stepped up and they were confident shot takers, and, they hit some big ones in that second quarter, and it just, created a hole that we couldn't get out of.
Back to Kiara and Zaria, were they on kind of a minutes limit, or was it kind of play-by-play with them?
They weren't on a minutes limit, but they were not 100%. So it was kind of see how they feel. And, anyone who was watching knows they weren't themselves. And, just being out for the length that Kiara was out, and then the length that Zaria was out, they just, they didn't have enough time to get, a full return to play path in. And, obviously that hurt us today. It's hurt us all year. The inconsistency with our lineup and, with people in and out of practice. But they weren't on a minute limit, but they clearly weren't themselves.
Coach, how do you take today's result and the struggles this season into next season for the young players on the team to learn and get better?
Yeah, we just had a conversation about how, this isn't acceptable for us in our program, and we want to be better. And we just need to, go about our business better. I said we need to spend a little more time in the gym. We need to make sure we're as prepared as possible. I think a lot of times, especially with a young team, we'd go over a scout, and whether they weren't sure or, they were afraid to ask a question, they didn't. And then they went into a game, not 100% sure of what they were doing. I thought, we had stretches where we looked good and we competed with everyone we played. We also had stretches where we struggled. So we said there's a lot of work to be done. I think the last few games without Zaria and Kiara showed that we have kids who have the potential to step up and be go-tos, and also showed us a lot of areas where those players have to work, and they will. They'll be forced to, but we know we have a lot of work ahead of us, and a lot of work as a staff to fill in some pieces of our roster.